In this video, I'll be taking a look at unit speed and fatigue. There have been some major differences in how speed is modeled and fatigue is modeled compared to Rome 2. Now, units will in general fatigue a lot quicker than they did in Rome 2. There's also a larger speed differential between units. Nordic mounted riders, for example, with 100 speed. This heavy melee cavalry with let's see, it has 70 speed, and then we have different infantry units and skirmish units with around 40 speed, and this in the low 30s. So as this short run increases in length, the difference in speed is going to become more apparent. However, when covering half the battlefield, these units are already exhausted. In Rome 2, a unit would reach exhaustion just about when reaching like 70 or 80% of the length of the battlefield, but here they reach exhaustion just about, depending on their speed really, but they reach exhaustion when they are about half the length, when they've covered about half the length of the battlefield, when we're talking units that have 40 speed, and with slower units they can cover even less distance. So managing fatigue is very important, because units that are fatigued are slower and they fight less effectively. Now, units will regain stamina when walking, so if I make these guys walk, they're going to drop in fatigue levels. Another interesting thing to note is that some units have the Rapid Advance ability. Rapid Advance is going to increase speed by 50% for 30 seconds, and the Rapid Advance comes with 0 cost to stamina. So the Rapid Advance can be spammed as much as you like. Your units are still going to fatigue because they're running, but they are not going to get an immediate speed penalty. That allows these berserkers, for example, these Norse berserkers, that will allow them to outpace Nordic bows and many other infantry units to get into threatening positions. They will still become exhausted, but not get exhausted faster than units that don't have this ability, and it can give this unit and other units a very nice boost to speed. So keep in mind that the pace in Attila is a bit slower in terms of cavalry seems to turn slower, and infantry units will be able to cover less distance on the battlefield compared to Rome 2 before getting exhausted. So running units can be very beneficial to get into good positions, but it also comes with a massive cost to fatigue, and the slower the unit is, the less of a distance it's going to be able to cover before it gets exhausted, because running, it doesn't, distance covered isn't the thing that is the main factor. It's for how long you have been running, so that saps the stamina for how long they've been running. Units with high speed are going to be able to cover a larger distance before reaching similar levels of fatigue as a slower unit that covers a shorter distance because of its lack of speed. Feel free to spam Rapid Advance. It comes with 0 cost to your stamina, the exact same cost as basically just running, and it can be very nice for rush builds to get into melee fast, and it can be very dangerous for skirmishers who are now able to get outpaced by infantry units that previously were slower than them. So manage your fatigue, strength and honor.